Hello, and welcome back to 100 Yards of Football, Sports Talk Radio. I am your producer, Jeremiah Long, and joining me, as always, is our host, Logan Landers. How's it going, Logan?
Man, I'm doing awesome, Jeremiah. Ready to talk some football.
Oh, yeah. And this week we have a great competition coming down. It's Joey Gatewood of Kentucky. We're wondering what he's going to do this season. Logan, why don't you take us and show us exactly what Mr. Gatewood's got going on?
All right, let's get a little bit of background information on Mr. Joey Gatewood. So he's 6'4", 242 pounds. He is currently going into his junior season, and he plays quarterback. Now, he was a four-star recruit coming out of high school. He threw for 1,146 yards with 12 touchdowns. He also, ran the ball pretty good as well for 1,100 rushing yards and 16 touchdowns. So really a good dual-threat quarterback out of high school. Hasn't quite seen it translate into college yet. He hasn't got much playing time, but hopefully, that'll translate pretty soon. In the 2019 season for the Auburn Tigers, he appeared in 8 games. He had 176 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns, and he also had 54 yards on the passing with 2 touchdowns. He transferred to Kentucky in December of 2019 to get some more playing time. He wasn't really doing much at Auburn, so he decided that it would be best for his career to transfer out and to hopefully, find some more playing time in hopes of getting into the NFL. So he chose to go to the Wildcats. Now, his 2020 eligibility is a little bit in question just because, as we all know, whenever players transfer, they have to go through a little bit of a process. Now, a lot of people have to sit out a year. However, with Gatewood, he's in a really unique situation with the whole coronavirus situation. Heck, there might not even be a season. Who knows? Let's hope so. But yeah, they've said that Auburn is wanting him to play. They have no hard feelings against him transferring. So hopefully that Gatewood will pass through those waivers and he'll be able to play very soon instead of having to wait a bit. And, there hasn't been much footage on him having been a backup mostly for his career so far. But, man, he is just chomping at the bits to play, I'm sure. He's, highly ranked out of high school, like we said, a 4-star recruit. So hopefully, he'll get his time to shine for the Kentucky Wildcats sooner rather than later. But, yeah, I would love to see Joey Gatewood. He's been waiting his time for a while now. Hopefully he'll get into some games and he can, show the fans and show people who've started to doubt him. They've seen he hasn't, he came out of this high-ranked, high school. He didn't really do much in college so far. He's been a backup everywhere. But, he's really just wanting to prove the doubters wrong and, start throwing the ball and running everywhere. So hopefully, Gatewood can get his opportunity very soon.
Yeah, and I would say that with this, interesting season we have coming down, people are making decisions a little differently than they have in the past. So, it's good to see that the program itself is working with him, wants to see what he can do, wants to give any great player who's, putting the work in a chance. So, yeah, it's interesting to see. He's in a very unique position this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's good that Auburn is not having any hard feelings towards him because, we know a lot of schools usually like to hold a grudge against players who are transferring. They have to let them wait that 1 year out, just kind of stick it to him just a little bit. But at least Auburn's, helping him out a little bit. They know his situation's a little bit different, especially like you said with this year. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Who knows? Well, let's see if anybody does know. Anybody who is watching this broadcast, please put in the comments what you think that Joey Gatewood's going to do this year, and just in general, how you feel that the season is going to progress, especially for these particular teams. So for 100 Yards of Football, we come to you every week with live videos showcasing the prospects, the history of the game, and specific teams, as well as our new segment, Legends, where we have #1 draft pick from 1981, Bobby Butler for the Atlanta Falcons, and also a Florida State great, come in, and he brings in legendary players and interviews them every week. So please make sure you join us. We broadcast live on Mondays and Wednesdays every single week here at 100 Yards of Football. So for 100 Yards of Football, I'm the producer, Jeremiah Long, and this is our host, Logan Landers, and we'll see you a little later in the week. See ya.